Hey folks, welcome to another Watertrek 360. Many of you may have seen my video on the OrcaTorch D710 that I've been using for almost 2 years now. Today we are going to look at the OrcaTorch D710V. Now that V is very important distinction. The V stands for video. Hence, it has a 120-degree beam angle. It's a wide angle floodlight. I used the D710 mounted on a helmet for hands-free wreck diving in the murky waters of New England. It has a narrow 6-degree spotlight beam with 1700 lumen and a warm Kelvin. Full disclosure, I do not represent nor am I paid by OrcaTorch nor any manufacturer I may reference. These opinions are my own. This D710V was donated by Watertrek Outdoor Store on Amazon USA for testing purposes. If you're interested in the light, I will leave a link and any discount codes in the description. Let's now look at the D710V and how it stacks up. So what's in the box? Well, the light itself, a lanyard, 3 spare O-rings, a 1-inch ball mount bracket, 2 3.6 volt 21700 5000 mAh or milliamp per hour protected batteries, a Type-C charging cable, and this nice carry case. You need to download the instruction manual if you want it. The one I had came in Chinese. I don't read Chinese. So, the light's specs. The light is depth rated to 150 meters, 450 feet. It has an IP68 rating. It is made of high-strength mil-spec Type 3 aluminum with a hard anodized finish for durability and corrosion resistance. It has a double-sided hardened glass face coated with a high-pressure water-resistant material. It has 3 light colors, a neutral white light. It has 2 settings, a high of 2000 lumen and a low of 600 lumen. It has a Kelvin between 6000 and 6500 and a CRI of 70. It has a red light of 125 lumen and a UV or blue light of 2.5 lumen. As mentioned, a 120-degree beam angle. The ball mount adapter simply slides over the back end of the light once unscrewed. To use, simply press the button to scroll between high-low light, then red, then ultraviolet or blue, and then off. Long pressing the button will shut it off directly. If you press and hold the switch for 5 seconds or longer, it puts it into lock mode, and it stays in lock mode until you rapidly double press the switch. The light will short pulse green if it's in lock mode. It has a battery indicator integrated into the side titanium switch showing remaining battery life. Green means 40% or more, red means between 10 and 40%, and flashing red means less than 10%. The light has several internal battery protection. There's an intelligent overheat protection, which is great if you happen to use it on land. Remember, this is an underwater light, and using it topside can damage the light. It has over-discharge protection, which is important for maintaining healthy lithium battery life. And it has reverse polarity protection to protect from improperly installing the batteries. Don't put them in backwards. So let's look at my in-water and battery tests. In my initial tests, I did a quick compare with the D710. I tested button usage, beam strength, angle comparison, and color tone. As you can see, the lumen and the beam angles are clearly different. In both pool tests and open water tests, the light worked as expected. Obviously, the D710 doesn't have the red and blue lights of the D710V. In my battery tests on high, the D710V went to red at 55 minutes, flashing red at 91 minutes, and off completely at 103 minutes. On low, it went to red after 2 hours and 19 minutes, flashing red at 3 hours, and then off completely at 3 hours and 11 minutes. These are all closely aligned to what's in the specs. The red light lasts about 4.5 hours, and the blue light over 6.5 hours. Remember, this light is not suited for night or wreck diving. It is a wide floodlight for video. So things to consider if you are going to purchase this light. The 2,600 lumen and the CRI of only 70 are lower than some of the other lights out there for video. The ball mounts sit a little far back on the light, so when you set up your rig, especially a small rig like this, you're going to have to play around with where the light sits and your brackets to keep the lights behind and above the camera lens, which is standard placement when doing underwater video. If you have a larger rig like this, it's not so bad, but it is a consideration. So the good, what did I like? It's depth rated to 450 feet. It is sturdy, durable, drop resistant. I've been banging around my D710 for quite some time now. It doesn't weigh very much compared to other lights, only 7.8 ounces, less than a half a pound with batteries. It has a small travel footprint, which is great. It's easy to tell how much battery you have left. And the red and blue ultraviolet lights add versatility if you are looking to expand your video capabilities and range. It's a nice feature. It has great internal battery safety controls to protect the light and batteries, as mentioned, very important for the health of lithium batteries. The batteries can be charged not only with the Type-C cable, but in a suitable charging bank if you have multiple lights. At $140, it's a reasonable price. It is not going to break the bank. With the relatively small size, this is great for GoPro type action camera users who want to have a solid, sturdy fill light for video. So if this suits your needs, I say go for it. Check out the link provided and any discount codes that come with it. Anyway, my friends, I hope you found this useful. If so, please subscribe. As always, stay safe in your dive adventures, and until you see me the next time, go explore, get wet.